It's 2 a.m. You know you should be asleep, but your brain is currently busy replaying a conversation from 3 days ago, or inventing a worst-case scenario that hasn't happened and likely never will. There's a specific frustration in realizing that the harder you try to force yourself to stop thinking, the louder and more aggressive the thoughts become. Labels like bad habit or lack of discipline fail to capture the mechanics of what's actually happening. We often treat it like a moral failure, but the root is deeper than that. We usually treat these loops like a logic puzzle to be solved with more analysis. But if more thinking only leads to more overthinking, it implies we're looking at the wrong layer of the problem. The mind is caught in a deeper, invisible mechanism. Before you can break the cycle, you have to understand the specific pressure that keeps it spinning. This diagram shows the layers. If we peel back the chaotic outer shell of a thought loop, we find an unresolved emotion, like fear, shame, or embarrassment, wearing a thinking costume to find a logical escape. Your brain prioritizes survival over happiness. In order to keep you safe, it constantly scans your environment for threats. This split timeline shows how the process has changed. Historically, threats were physical, like a predator or a storm. Your fear spiked, you dealt with the danger, and the line returned to a flat baseline. Modern threats, social anxieties, career uncertainty, fear of failure, stay active indefinitely. Because these threats lack physical resolution, the scanner gets stuck on. The timeline tangles into a knot as your brain tries to think its way to a safety that never arrives. The exhaustion of overthinking is the result of ancient survival hardware trying to process modern emotional ambiguity. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. This relentless scanning usually manifests in one of three distinct mental loops. The first is replaying the past. You pick apart something that already happened, searching for a way to resolve lingering regret or shame. The second is rehearsing the future. You run through scenarios that haven't occurred yet, trying to manufacture a sense of control over the unknown. The third is the comparison spiral. You measure your life against others to see where you fall short, driven by a deep-seated fear of inadequacy. These three loops share the same biological goal. Whether you're stuck in the past, the future, or in comparison, the brain is searching for the feeling in the center of this diagram: safety. Identifying which specific loop you're running provides the clarity needed to disarm the hidden fear driving the engine. Breaking the circuit starts with dropping the resistance. When you fight a thought, the brain interprets that struggle as proof that the threat is real and significant. Instead of using logic, bypass the thought and name the feeling beneath it. Identifying the fear or loneliness gives your brain the precise acknowledgement it's been searching for. Next, change your physical state. An overthinking mind is a symptom of an activated nervous system. A walk or deep breathing shifts the body, which is often more effective than trying to think your way out of a physiological response. Give your brain a concrete landing place. Uncertainty fuels the spiral, so writing down a single micro-action for tomorrow provides a necessary point of resolution. Finally, interrogate the narrative. Ask yourself if the loop playing in your head is based on objective fact, or if it is just a fear dressed up in a fact costume to explain a situation you can't control. Rather than functioning as a strict protocol to silence the mind, these tools foster self-compassion, slowly dismantling the conflict you feel with your own thoughts. In a quiet mind, thoughts still come and go, but they no longer trigger an internal battle. The focus shifts from stopping the thoughts to changing how you react to them. There is a distinction between the thoughts themselves and the conscious entity observing them. The mere act of noticing that you are caught in a loop creates a small gap between you and the anxiety. That gap is where peace begins. You don't have to permanently fix your mind tonight. You just need to approach the chaos with a little more gentleness. Your mind is doing its absolute best to keep you safe in a complicated world, and so are you.